Get that gravel strapped on your head. It's time for gaming with Gravelhead. Now, in this video, we're going to be talking about League of Legends and the upcoming tank rework. But more specifically, we're going to be talking about Cho'Gath, the Terror of the Void. Now with the passive, I wanted to add a little bit of the ultimate to it. The part I wanted to use was the growth part of it. And how I thought of this was making it so the more units you kill, the bigger your growth is. Because with his ultimate, eating a minion and killing it, it's like his growth just instantly goes up, and I find that kind of a little bad, I guess. Could be done better. So I thought, you know, if it goes up really slowly, it looks like he's just getting bigger, but not by much. And also, when he dies, he doesn't lose his growth. He just stays the same size even when he dies. I'm not sure if maybe he should get some extra health, like in how his ult grants him it, but I don't know. The second part of the passive is I'm not sure how this can be put into it, but some kind of armor that he gains from killing units or maybe champion or tower kills. But when he dies, he will lose that armor and it'll fall onto the ground where he died. And what allies can do is they can pick that armor up and keep it for a short duration, and then it will run out. And then Cho'Gath will have to farm up or get more champion kills to get some more armor back. Alright, so next up is the Q. I want to completely change it from his knock-up ability and add something from his ultimate. And this part of his ultimate would be his eating part, but only against minions. So what he can do is only when the minions are on low health for enough damage for the Q to eat them. And once he eats them, he can stack up to 3 projectiles, which he can then fire in a lobbed skill shot or just a normal skill shot at enemies. This is kind of like Tahm Kench's W a little bit, but he can't eat allies or enemy champions. Now moving on to the W. This is the ability that I have thought of changing the least, but there are still some changes in there that I'd like to tell you about. So he'll still shoot out his scream for a duration probably the same, but instead of silencing, I was thinking maybe after he finishes the scream you get feared, or maybe when it first goes off you get feared for maybe like a second, 2 seconds, probably just a second. But also what Cho'Gath can do is he can move while doing it. I know it sounds pretty strong, but I also changed some things about it. So he will lose 50% movement speed like when he's moving, and also the W has to stay in the same direction, kind of like how Brom's shield works, where he can move around but the shield stays in the same direction. Now on to his E. I wasn't sure if I should put this in E or R, so I just chose E. Just felt a little better to put it in here. But what this is like a charge, like Sion's ultimate, but it's still a bit different. What it does is he will channel this ability for maybe 4-5 seconds with like his laugh or his yell kind of thing, and that's when it's a global yell, and then what happens is he'll start running like in a fixed location like Scion, but more like cleared because it's a fixed location. But the thing about it is that when he starts running towards that location, you will be able to hear his footsteps, and if he's getting closer to you, the footsteps will get louder and louder, which I think is a really cool idea to make him more of a scary creature getting closer and closer towards you, you know. But when he does collide with a champion, there's two different ways it can go. The one way is with the outside, you know where his tusks are on his face. If you're on the outside of them when he's charging at you, you'll get pushed to the side of him just a little bit. But if you're like in the area where his tusks are going to hit you and where his face is, you will get maybe knocked up or knocked back. And now onto the final ability, the ultimate. So this ability is going to be like his Q, but just a lot bigger and better. So what Cho'Gath does is he stands still and channels the ability, and what he does is he lifts his foot into the air, and then after maybe 2 or 3 seconds he slams it onto the ground, and anyone inside the big circle radius will get targeted, and a line will follow them, and once that line hits them and they're still inside the circle, they'll be knocked up into the air. Kind of like a Nautilus ult, but to everyone inside that circle. But if the enemy champion walks outside of the circle and he doesn't get knocked up, instead of being knocked up, they will be silenced for 2 or 3 seconds. Alright guys, those are all the abilities. I know it might seem like a lot of CC, but this is only my thoughts on what I would like to see in the game. I mean, these abilities probably aren't even going to be in the game. But if you did like the video and the things that I brought up for the champion, maybe you could leave a like. Or maybe if you had some ideas that I didn't bring up, you could leave them in the comment section below. Alright, so you've been listening to Gravelhead, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.